This is week 2 of my public funded account. I share the stop loss, entry, take profit and the breakdowns on my Discord. This week was crazy with gold hitting 3k for the first time. There were a bunch of opportunities. It was a perfect example of how you can't rush the process. We ended last week at 2.5%. Monday, gold had over a 250 pip sell-off into the 50 fib 4-hour level and the psychological level, which aligned with silver 38 break retest. This zone delivered the move, but the take profit at the break retest missed by spreads, so I ended up closing it in small profits. I cashed 1% and left a runner. The counter also missed. I ended up cancelling it and it ended up doing the move, and I also closed another 0.7 of this runner. Wednesday, we had GJ at the top of this zone, which was only valid with timing or alignment, and we did have EJ on this key level and also the yen index on this low. I cashed 1.75 at the initial pullback. I didn't want just 50 because it was session crossover with alignment. It was likely to give more, and then another 0.75 at the 38 of the move down. Thursday, all-time high did miss, but then I had a pending at the top of the zone because I still expected a pullback, and I also had a buy runner that I could play around with. I did end up losing 1.7% from this zone, so I cashed 0.7 of this runner to offset this risk. So essentially it was just a 1% loss. Silver was also on this daily level. It was an aggressive move with a small pullback below, but with the buy runner it made sense because even if this zone did get breached, then the backup has a good chance of delivering. I did end up losing 2.6% on this trade because my thought process was that if this breaches, the 3000 level is going to deliver, and annoyingly I did have a pending at 29.95 and it missed by 10 pips and it delivered over 150. Towards the end of session Friday, I was also looking at the psychological level break retest with silver on the break retest of this level, but it also missed. So overall, we're up 5%, 2.5% this week. We did touch 7.5% equity, and if gold all-time highs delivered or 29.74, we would have passed this week. And I did let that blindside me slightly because a few of those plays were aggressive and there were some losses that were avoidable this week, but it was a tricky week overall. I do know a lot of people probably got smashed. And next week we've got the Fed dot plot revision, also the interest rates for the dollar, yen, and there's a bunch of other fundamental news, so we do the exact same again. Breakdowns will be sent out Sunday. Hope you have a smashing week, trade safe, and I'll see you next week.